Hi, and welcome to my shop. Today is October 20th, another surprisingly warm day here in Ontario. So I was just checking over the FM reception on this radio, and it's working great. Um, and so I think what I want to do next is do the AM radio alignment process, which hopefully is go a lot easier than the FM alignment has gone on this radio, which has been extremely challenging for me, but somehow I managed to get there, stereo and all. So I just need to read the instructions a little bit and then set up my equipment more for checking the AM side of things, and then we'll get going on it. Great. Okay, let's just start by just tuning through the AM band. We'll start here and just tune up. The AM antenna on this radio is over here on the side of the radio, behind this metal bracket. So it's a little, there he is, sitting there. Let's see what we can get just as it is. And notice the tuning meter is right up. But there's tons of noise in my shop here, and also unmodulated noise, which might produce no sound from the speaker, but can still drive this meter up because there's actually a signal, unmodulated signal. So we'll tune here, tuning knob. Hey, this one works. Okay, there we go. Meter. Oh, right over. Stations are down at this end. Not a thing, except tons of noise, So does that indicate it's out of alignment? Could be. Does that indicate this isn't a good place to have an antenna sitting? That's probably what it really indicates. Of course, my shop here is full of computer generated noise coming from screens, coming from the computer I'm using to make this video right now, which is very counterproductive at times. But let's see, the instructions say, why don't we take a peek at them together here. Okay, let's read the notes. Turn AM tuning knob fully clockwise. AM tuning knob fully clockwise. Clockwise. That opens the capacitor, and that's what I'm doing right now. There we are. High end of the band, I guess. Check that the pointer is on the start line on the dial background. Well, that's a little tough for me to do here since it's out of its cabinet. Start line. Okay, so the start line is a dot on the and it's good. Okay, so no problem with the dial pointer. AC AM switch on, all other switches off. Volume control counterclockwise, so volume is minimum, all of the switches off. So they're suggesting you do this, I already know because I took a peek, by listening to the record outs, but we're going to listen to the speaker. It's just too difficult to listen to those record outs, so that means a volume control, not all the way counterclockwise, but up a little bit when we need it. Through pad to antenna terminal. So here's the pad they're recommending. I already have one essentially set up on my signal generator, so we don't have to worry about that. 455, 400 hertz. Okay, well, it's going to be 400 hertz, 30% modulation, for scope. Modulating for scope. Tuning gang fully open. Oh, it's the same thing again. Pointer on edge of start line. Connect AC, VTVM, or oscilloscope to the recording outlets. But we're going to be using just the speakers here. Adjust these two transformers. Adjust for maximum output. Bottom and top cores. Here we go. Cores to be adjusted away from each other. I'm still not exactly sure what they're getting at there, other than what it obviously says. So, I mean, this radio is essentially aligned, I would think. So we're just doing kind of a touch-up thing here. Let's skip ahead. Bottom of the band is next. Line on dial background. It's not a line, it's a dot. And adjust for maximum output. So it looks like they're suggesting you use the scope here for just like a voltmeter, not much more than that. Adjust for maximum output to L10. So two L's. We go to the high end and adjust trimmer C11, C12. What do they mean by that exactly? They didn't say inductor L202. So repeat for maximum output, repeat steps 2 and 3 until no further improvement is made. Okay, so this is very straightforward. There's no tricks here. What's it say down here? Adjust signal generator to read 20 millivolts. That would not be megavolts, would it be 20 millivolts on an AC VTVM used as an indicator. Adjust signal generator to read 20. So I have the feeling the idea is you have it connected as they suggest here on the record outs, and then you're adjusting this to make sure you're not blasting. Because you're not listening to it, you have no real idea how high this level is or anything. So note, signal generator output must be adjusted to maintain the 20. So yeah, as you do this, if the signal gets stronger and stronger, you really want to do this with the lowest input signal from the signal generator. Well, we can just do this using our ears, in fact, really. Let's see what the story is. How bad off is this, or is it okay? So this is easy. 202 and 204. Here we go. So I made the prediction, this is easy. Boy, that prediction is wrong so many times, I don't know what to say. Here's the two transformers to adjust. And let's turn it up a little bit. Now, I didn't spot how to, well, what we're going to do. It says to feed the 455 test signal in, there we go, through the antenna. So I'm not quite going to do that. So I've got the signal generator hooked up to this coil. I'm just going to throw it by the loop antenna for now. We'll see how far we can get. Oh, I can hear it already. We'll see how far we can get with this. Now the radio's still going to be picking up stations. Well, picking up noise and interference. So this might be a bit of a problem. Let's see if I can tune the radio to get rid of that. Watching this meter. There's just nowhere is it going to go down to nothing. Take away the signal generator again. So I guess the added was the signal generator. Let's find it. Wow. It's just, you know, this is a center 0 meter, so 0's got to be right in there. Okay, there's our quiet spot. Inject the signal. Oh, it's not completely quiet. You hear a little heterodyne. Maybe if I just punch this up a bit. This meter seems to be way too sensitive. Let me punch it up a bit and we'll see what happens here. This thing is pinned over hard now. And and listening to this is going to be difficult. If you have the signal fairly strong, then the radio's own AVC will change the volume up and down as you're trying to adjust it. Well, what we're trying to do is find out right now, is this tuned to 455? So that's 455 on there. Let me move it around. We'll just listen, see if it gets stronger or weaker. Okay, so I don't think there's anything to gain here. I think there's nothing to gain. Okay, so that part is over already. IF is tuned just fine. Next step was the bottom of the scale, and wasn't it 590 it said? It says, I'm looking at it now, 590 kilohertz, which is a line on the dial background, the dot. So there's a dot right there, there's a dot right there. Pretty hard to see on the camera, I imagine. That would be 590. That would be the bottom of the band. Wow, it doesn't... There's no markings at all on here. No start, no particular help from that. It has to be the dot. It's got me hesitating as the pointer's not making it all the way down to this lower dot. You can see the dot right here. I can't remember where the tuning knob is. Capacitor is fully closed. Get up to the other end. Close. Well, let's see what frequency it's actually tuned to. I've lined it up with a little dot here, which I believe is the 590 mark. Let's see what it actually is. And what have I done with my antenna here? I'm just going to stick it in near the loop. So if I put this to 590, turn it down a little bit, tune the radio. It's right on the dot. There's nothing here to do, I don't think. I'm supposed to adjust L202 and L10. Wow. And where are those guys? This must be one of them here. L202 is that guy. Right there. And where's the other guy? Oh, I don't see the other adjustment. It's L202 and L10. You would think it'd be right in that area. Sticking on the back here. Just looking around here. It's a little bit mysterious. Oh, there we are. No, that's not L10. L10 is missing in action. Well, I have a feeling this is perfectly aligned anyway. So we're just listening to it now. I have a flag on my big stick here. Keep an eye on returning it to where it came from. Bottom end. I don't like it. I don't like that. So just listening to it is a little tough to hear the really fine variations. There's only one slug in there. I am going to suggest here that this radio is working fine. It's just not working fine here. Can I cart it somewhere and check it? You know what? I can pick it up and take it into another part of my house. I'll plug headphones in and see what it does. I think that's probably a better test than anything I can do in my shop here. Okay, carted the radio to the other side of my house, plugged the headphones in, plugged it in the wall, listened to AM radio like any other AM radio would work. A radio that's not that old, like this, that's made with transistors, is not likely to go out of alignment. On the FM side, I made enough changes of components up here to throw it out of alignment, and it seemed to be out of alignment at the start of what I did. Seemed that way anyway. But as for the AM side, I would be foolish to fool around with it because it's receiving. The antenna is tipped upwards on this radio. It's vertically positioned here, which I think would eliminate a lot of its directionality. So it could be that well, obviously that was done on purpose. They had every opportunity to arrange it this way. But that would have made it more directional. Now, is that really true? Am I seeing this the right way? The radio sits in the cabinet. I don't know offhand. I have to look. But in any case, there's nothing here for me to do with the AM side of the radio. So, well, the test of the AM radio turned out to be just fine. Took it to another part of my house, plugged it in, and it worked like any other AM radio would work. Kind of crummy because of the external circumstances that we all live in now when it comes to AM radio. But picked up stations, sounded okay, so I don't think there's any problem with the AM side of this radio. So now it's time to check the record player, which I put through its maintenance paces some time ago. Let's give it a go. So power on, select phono. The output and the power cord are plugged in the back of the receiver. Wow, it's a really, really strong cartridge. I think that's the way I would put that. Barely turned it up. Okay, here we go. This is Woodstock. It says 6 here. Is there 6 records in the Woodstock thing? I don't think so. Butterfield Blues Band. Okay, let's hear the Butterfield. Wow, a lot of dust on that record. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm trying to avoid getting a, let's stay up, getting a copyright hit here. It's kind of odd. Let's just put it in the middle here. Okay, go a little further. I'm going to see if it'll pick up. Get copyright hit for applause? Sure. Come on, that's enough applause already. Excellent. Very excellent. Okay. So all that's left now on this stereo is the disconnected FM tuning knob and some kind of solutions required for that, which I've got an idea of something to do, but it is definitely draconian. So I'm going to give that another day or two before actually afflicting this with some kind of repair. Great. Wow, it's been a long journey with this guy, much longer than expected. But the outcome is good. So thanks a lot for watching, and it'll be back in here at some point to fix the knob. Maybe tomorrow, maybe a few days from now. Thanks a lot. See ya.